plaintiff, Shanice Drake, was friends with the defendant until the defendant turned on her and acted like a scorned woman. Shanice claims the defendant slashed her car tires after they got in an argument, and Shanice is suing because she claims the defendant's son damaged her television. Defendant Shakira Williams admits that she slashed Shanice's tires and says she was court-ordered to pay restitution. However, Shakira claims out of revenge, Shanice reported her to her landlord, and she and her 6 children were evicted, so she's countersuing.
Start with you.
I am here today because Shakira was my friend. I thought she was my friend, but she traded on me throughout the months that we've been talking. Shakira caused so much problems on me. She damaged my car. And when I say she damaged my car, she sliced my tires, she broke my rearview mirror. I felt like she was a baby mama, I was a baby daddy. So, well, you know how baby mamas, they get mad at their boyfriends, they see them doing something, so they damage the car.
No, I don't know that. I don't know anything about that.
Well,
my baby mama never damaged my car.
You lucky? Well,
No,
I felt like...
Linda has never damaged my car.
Well, that's how I felt.
Mother of my children. First of all, how long have you all known each other?
I've been on Shakira since sophomore year. We went to high school together.
Why do you think things changed recently?
Well, I feel like things had changed once she started messing with my son, father, brother. Me and her were so close, and it seemed like she just traded on me.
Your
for the
son's
worst.
uncle. She was dealing with your son's uncle.
Yes.
All right. And why did that cause problems?
Because she felt like she just needed a man to motivate her when I was there to motivate her through everything. So I just felt like she traded on me.
What did she do to you? Did she stab you in the back?
Yes.
She told something to her boyfriend that she shouldn't have?
She made lies about me.
Okay.
Throughout the relationship.
To her boyfriend.
Yes.
And her boyfriend told his brother, which was your boyfriend.
Yes, and he came back and told me.
All right, so now we understand what happened. You tell me about your relationship with your friend over the years.
Okay, first of all, that is not true. I never backstabbed her. I was the good friend to her. And when I did, she introduced me to her child's uncle. I just came in looking like, this is my best friend, this is my sister.
So y'all were fine up until then?
Yes, up until we met them.
All these years of
all
good
these
friendship.
years.
She's lying.
All these years.
Of good friendship. You break it up over these guys. What are these guys up to now?
Well, I'm still involved.
You still with them?
Yeah.
You still involved?
No.
Oh, okay. See? So you lost your guy and your good friend.
Well, I was happy to lose my son's father and lose her.
Why?
Best thing, because he's nothing to me.
What about her?
I'm happy that I lost her.
Why?
Because she's nothing. She caused problems throughout my whole life.
No,
since
she
we've
didn't.
been,
You just said they didn't
talking.
start until these men got involved. She didn't do anything to you from what I'm hearing. It all came with these new relationships. How does she owe you for a television and emotional distress?
Shakira owed me for my TV because her son broke my TV back in January 2015. She told me that she was going to pay me for my TV or she was going to do a payment plan.
How did he break it?
He threw his brother a bottle at my TV, which was a 50-inch Vizio smart TV that I just got. She told me she was going to pay me. March 1st came. That was a deadline that I gave her because she sell her food stamps, she get Social Security for her twins, and she also get child care for her kids. So now I'm gonna have to take her to court.
And what's the amount on the television? What was the price?
The TV that I was suing her for was $1,200, but I got a printout of something similar to it.
All right, let's see it. What's the emotional distress for?
Because throughout since January of she breaking my TV.
Because you can't watch Judge Mathis. You're right.
Thank you.
You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
That is distressful. Yes, right.
The emotional distress is because I've been back and forth with her saying she was going to pay me for my TV. I never received any payments, never received anything from Shakira saying, nothing for my TV. And now I'm out of TV, I'm not working, I am pregnant, so I can't go out and get me a TV. And she say she was my friend, you should have gave me the money or made an arrangement for me to get my TV.
Okay, let me hear from you.
Your Honor, she fully understands why I did not pay her for her TV. The situation was I had just lost my apartment. Me and her made an agreement that I would pay her soon as I, got my apartment and,
on your feet?
I was on my feet, financially stable, basically. She wants me to put her TV before me getting the apartment, and I'm not gonna do that. I have 6 kids. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And when I did find an apartment, I was there for 2 weeks before she got me put out. So she made her wait longer on her TV.
Your counterclaim is for $1,000. How does she owe you?
For my emotional distress, because she got me put out my apartment. I didn't receive any of my security deposit back, which was $1,000. My landlord, I was blessed with her because she was helping me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. She let me move in on a partial payment because school was getting ready to start. I have 2 kids that's getting ready to start school. So she let me move in on a partial payment, which I gave her $1,000 to move into the apartment. So Shanice was coming over my house every day because once I got my apartment, I was ready to pay her for her TV. She was there from the time I got my apartment until the time that she got me put out.
How did she get you put out?
She called my landlord and told my landlord that I had 6 kids, which I admit I told my landlord that I only had 4, only because I was trying to get my kids with a shelter over their head. So she called my landlord, just started telling her, you know, that she has 6 kids, she don't have 4 kids, and, you know, and I was in on a partial payment. I really didn't even have signed a lease yet.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't call her landlord, Your Honor. I read to her
I have
landlord to call
evidence.
me. And if Shakira did not want me in her business, Shakira sat up there and lied to her landlord, put my name in her business, told the landlord that her twins was mine, which they wasn't.
Yes.
So when her landlord called me to speak to Shakira, I said Shakira was not here, my actual question. And she said, sure, go ahead. Ever since her and her landlord been discussing business, I have been there. So her landlord also talks to me too. So only thing I said was, the twins is not mine. She lied to you. She said, oh, so Shakira have more kids. I said, yes, she do. She said, how many kids she have? I said, altogether, she have 6. The twins is not mine. I guess she lied to you. And then Shakira, she went on and was like, okay, so Shakira told me that you was there to watch her kids while she go to work. I said, I am pregnant with my own son. I'm not finna sit in nobody else's house with 6 kids and half her kids are still on Pampers.
This is the landlord?
Yes.
Her landlord
Yes.
calling
My
you?
landlord.
Yes, her
My
landlord
landlord.
called me to speak to her, but she wasn't there. So since Shakira put my name in it, that had nothing to do with me, I defended my name.
You hadn't prepped her on your lie?
She knew the whole time. She was there
She
from
knew?
the time I got my apartment until the time she got me put
She said
out.
she had
was
prepped you.
She knew.
Probably with
She
what
said you were
said.
in on the
No,
lie in the
no.
beginning.
She
I
knew.
was
That's how
not.
she
No.
knew that the twins.
No.
That's how my landlord knew. I
Honor.
did. I told my landlord that the twins was hers. I only had 4 kids.
I understand.
She was there watching my kids while I was going to work. Why else was you there if you didn't know anything about it? Why was you telling
Your
my
Honor,
landlord
I
that
have-
my kids were
But
yours?
unfortunately, ma'am, you can't get a judgment because she messed up the lie. That's
She didn't
essential.
mess up the lie because she was retaliating for me slashing her tires to her car.
Ma'am?
She slashed my tires. This year, we were supposed to go out for Father's Day. She got mad at me because I went out with a girl that she did not like.
She
that
left
her baby,
me stranded
that her baby
outside and got a
father
girl car.
dates. So they both date each other men. And she put me in the middle of it. And Your Honor, yes.
I rolled
I
her.
have,
Let me see it, please.
this
What
is
do
the
you have?
restitution fee when me and her just left from court.
Did she pay her restitution?
Yeah,
No, she haven't paid me anything.
I
Are you
have a year
suing
to
for
pay
that?
her the restitution.
Pardon?
I have a year to pay her the
Okay.
restitution. That's already been handled.
So that's
in
how
court.
that's how we.
Her
discussed
calling my
it.
landlord was retaliation for me slashing her
No.
tires.
She has evidence of what you did. Now, you inputting yourself into her personal business activities, though, and it caused her emotional distress, could be interpreted as something you did wrong, even though you may have told the truth. You injecting yourself into her business, me calling Doyle's landlord and saying, hey, I don't know how much money you think Doyle makes, but he makes a lot of money, so you might want to raise his rent. So you might want to raise his rent. Well, that might be true. Makes a lot of money, and he should be paying more rent. But I shouldn't inject myself into Doyle's business with his landlord, causing his rent to go up. That would be emotional. I will have caused him emotional distress.
Yeah,
That's
to
this day, I
that's
have
his
not.
lies between him and his landlord. And I shouldn't be getting in on his lie.
And Your
I
Honor,
have proof.
Her lie is between her and her landlord. You had no business to get in on her lie.
Your Honor, I have proof that I did not get her put out her place. I have a
I have
recording of
proof
her
that
landlord,
Saying what?
The recording already submitted it.
Hello? This is Shanice. I don't know if you remember me or not. Okay. I used to be Shakira's friend when she rented out your apartment. She's going around telling everybody that you told her that I got her put out her apartment because of what I told you. And I'm trying to figure out, like... She got her own self out of her apartment. It had nothing to do with you. You know, I knew what was going on. She did that to herself, baby. Okay.
Yeah. Landlord said you did it to yourself. She said she didn't get you put out.
Well, then I need to bring my landlord to court because she ain't had no reason to put me out.
Well, that's who you need to bring. But if you misled...
But if Shanice would not have called my landlord, she
I never
basically,
called your landlord.
by Shanice being there every day, my landlord was basically saying, like, she knew the twins wasn't hers. Basically, is what she's saying in that phone call, which I already knew. I just didn't have the strength to come to her after she had helped me to say I was lying to you.
No,
it was not your place to tell my landlord.
Your Honor, she's put
the
on the show
reason I got put out is my landlord told me my kids was at capacity in a two-bedroom apartment.
You can't prove that she initiated that. She says the landlord called her.
Thank you.
And
the
if
landlord
that's the
only
case,
called her because I was using her phone because I didn't have a
well,
phone.
the landlord called her,
And
so she has a right.
She calls to ask for me, Shanice, and you know that.
And I defended my name. What do you mean?
So what she called you and say?
She said, "Can I speak to
the twins not yours?
No.
Shakira got 6 kids. Shakira got 4 kids. No, my landlord did not call you to say that.
Shakira.
She did not call you to say that.
And I said, Shakira is not here, but may I ask you a question? She said, go ahead. And I said, did Shakira tell you
So who
that
started the conversation? You. She asked for me. You start talking.
Okay, I defended my name. Are you
Why
not
would you
listening?
defend your name? She never
Why would you
asked
put my
anything.
name in it?
She called her, asking for you, and she says, no, she's not here. She
Can I ask
suspects
you a
as a result of that call that you've put her in your business because the lady called her house for you. So when that happened, she was in your business. You had put her in your business, ma'am.
No, she called
I grant you your judgment for the television, but no, I'm not giving you another $1,000 for emotional distress because you haven't been able to watch TV. Your claim is dismissed, ma'am. She did not initiate anything to hurt you. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you. I know y'all heard the people say she didn't make no sense. I didn't get her put out.
How I didn't make no sense,
I didn't get her
Shanice.
put out.
How?
I had all my proof. She don't have nothing.
How did I not make no sense,
She needs to go
Shanice?
home and worry about her 6 kids. Thank
No,
you.
you should go home and worry about who your baby daddy is.
I know who my
Is
baby
it
is.
or the old
I know
man?
who my
Is
baby
it or the old man?
But you had to do it. But you had to do it.
Okay, only because he denied mine, not because I didn't know who he was.
She have no life.
Only because, no, you don't have no life. You don't have no life.